Do situationships actually work? I'm sure August, Alsina, and Jada have the whole world asking this question. I'm gonna give my thoughts on, the question that I asked, do situations work? But before we get started, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on not a moment of my videos, darling. Let's get started.
I already know it's your girl, KingBritneyChanel.
This video is powered by KingBritneyChanel Couture. So if you like my merch and different things that I wear on this channel, check out my merch store tab as well as my merch shelf that's underneath every single video. And just to let you all know, I did put up a lot of new merch. We have things like masks, we have things like all over tees, and that's for the guys and the gals. So I got a lot of new stuff on there. So definitely check out the new collections, the Melanin Glow and the King Classic collection. And yeah, let's get into the video. How y'all doing today? We're gonna be, talking about a lot of juicy things in this video, okay? I hope you all are well. It's a beautiful day outside where I'm at. I've been out and about running errands, getting eats and stuff like that. And now I'm back and I decided to have this conversation with you all because y'all know, if y'all haven't noticed, over the past couple of days, Jada and August Alsina have been trending due to his interview with Angela Yee. I put my thoughts on my podcast, KingBritneyChanel podcast, so you can find the link to my podcast in the comment section, and it's also in my description box as well. So for the people that don't know what situationships are, because there's a lot of people I know, like when I do certain topics, somebody was like, when I did the LaToya topic with Adam, they were like, yo, I feel kind of old because I don't know who these people are. So sometimes some people, they know what some of this stuff is because maybe you have teen kids or young people around or whatever. So we're going to talk about situationships. For the old school, y'all might define this as friends with benefits, okay? Friends with benefits. It's a fancier way to say friends with benefits, okay? It's a situationship, okay? I think whoever the person is who probably came up with the term for a situationship, honey, they probably really wanted to be in a relationship with somebody, but they said, I'm in a situation. So that's what that is or whatever. But let's talk about this, okay? Because clearly from the Jada and August situation, that is an example of maybe a situationship, okay? Jada being married to Will Smith. Yeah, but it was clear that August and Jada were in a situationship, okay? And the reason it's a situationship is because the number one thing, they weren't able to define it. You feel what I'm saying? Typically, situationships are a little bit more than friends because you've probably had like a physical or casual encounter, and there's no definition on it. There's no label. Like, y'all are not claiming each other, but it's kind of like understood that y'all talk, y'all mess around or whatever. So I feel like that's what was going on with that situation. Like, you had Jada, who's married to Will, and they have like this sort of lifetime partner deal going on that, no matter if you mess with who you mess with, you be on your wing of the house, I be on my wing of the house with somebody, but we're here, okay? That's what they said. So August being the third wheel in the situation, okay? He's young, naive, and like, I'm in love. That's what he was on. And this is why I feel like oftentimes situationships do not work, okay? I really feel like unless both parties are on the same page to where it's like understood, like, okay, you mess with that person, whoever mess with that person, when y'all come together, it's whatever, and when y'all not, it's whatever. There's always going to be one person that feels empty, like how August was talking about, or who feels like, you know, they got played some type of way, or they got used some type of way, or it just is a hurtful situation. Now, here's why. Okay, here's how to tell if you're in a situationship, okay? Typically, as I said, no title on the situation. You've probably had a physical encounter with that person, or there's some type of level of y'all, okay, if you know what I mean. And you haven't gone on any dates, okay, because you really don't probably want nobody to even know, like, y'all talking or whatever y'all doing. I don't, you know, you really probably ain't going out on no dates. And this happens to, I feel like this more so happens, you see, like, August kind of reminded me of situations that a lot of women be in, like, find themselves in, where the guy ain't taking them on no dates. It's just physical. And when the person not with you, they are with who they with. You, I mean, some people, they get played to where they don't talk to nobody, and they just kind of, you know, buy into the person. But August kind of talked about that too on that Nanya song. Remember, he was like, you weren't, you know, worried about who I'm with. I guess trying to get a jealous type of reaction or whatever. But typically that's what happens. Like, the one person will buy into the one person, but the other person in their mind, they already have the level that they want the person to be set up on, okay? They already know when they meet you, am I gonna be with this person, or am I just about to play games? They already have the level. And then there's some guys, ladies, that will test to see what level they could get you on, or to put you on, or they know, like, I'm wasting my time because she's clearly not, she's not gonna go for that. So you gotta be one of those people that's hard. Okay, you gotta be one of those people that you gotta have all your femininity vibes going, but you can't play when it come to busters. Okay, you can't play when it come to scrubs. Like, you trying to do not compute. You asking for wifely girlfriend benefits, and I'm not there with you. Do not understand. That's what you gotta be. No comprendo. I don't understand what you're talking about. No entiendo. Okay, that's what you gotta be on. You don't understand. If I'm not your wife, don't tell me what to do. If I'm not your wife, don't ask me. If I'm, listen, that's the vibe y'all gotta be on. So August was kind of like that. Like, I guess maybe he felt like it could have been deeper, or something like could have sparked from him and Jada, but it was what it was from the start. It was a situationship. Like, this is why I feel like situationships don't work, y'all, because one person is always left out typically. And then typically when the one person who doesn't really understand that it's a situationship doesn't have that understanding, then the other person kind of has to pull back, and then they're feeling like, why did I do that? Some people don't really even care. They like, listen, this is getting too serious for me. Let me pull back. You coming on too, what's the word they use? Coming on too strong. That's a word that people use. Or this is becoming too much for me. Like, all of these are like excuses that people, I'm telling you, I could just tell from this Jada and this August situation that it got to the point where he wanted more from the situation, and the other person in the situationship kind of feels like, well, you knew what it was. You know what I mean? Y'all know how the men be like, listen, you knew who I was from the beginning, though. Y'all already know. That's how the line that they do. All y'all gotta do is watch Ratchet TV, and y'all will know all these excuses. Oh, this too much. You knew who I was from the beginning, shawty. All that. So this is what happens. This is why I think situationships are just not a good idea, because a man without a plan, or, you know, a woman without vision, and then they trying to put you, okay, it's like a lack of consistency, because that's how you can tell if you in a situationship. A lack of consistency. You're not seen, you're not heard. It's like, it's not, you know, y'all might, I mean, in August and Jada's situation, like, you seen them out, but it was kind of like the cover of, oh, I'm just taking him under my wing and nurturing type of vibe. We just friends. I was seeing a whole bunch of memes on social media. Like, this is what girls mean when they say, you say I'm just a friend. Y'all remember that Mario song? You say I'm just a friend. Biz Marquee, okay? But Anyway, a lot of people be like, oh, this person is just, they put the friend title on it. That's why I said situationship is nothing but a fancy word for friends with benefits. Okay, do not let nobody lie to you. It might be like, okay, y'all might be a little bit more classy with it, to where it might be a little bit more emotion than you probably would get with friends with benefits, because friends with benefits is like, it's ratchet. Like, the people don't care. You meet up, it's, you know, people, and then y'all up out of there. Okay. That's what happens. Whereas situationships, it might be a little bit more classy. It's a little bit, you know, y'all kind of like a little closer than that, because those people kind of ratchet, and they probably just not even gonna care about really what the situation is. They don't even care, like, did you eat today or whatever. Like, situationship, the person probably gonna be like, hey, you know, let's order in something. Where friends with benefits is like, okay, get out. Okay, that's probably what it is. Okay, y'all can look at, if y'all look at some of these people on YouTube, these they tell these story times, y'all will hear all of what I'm talking about. Some of these story times get real on YouTube, honey. It's like better than reality TV. Okay, but anyways, I just feel like it's just a no-go. Like, I feel like situationships don't work, because it's like you have to find people that would agree to that. And oftentimes people come with situationships, it's one person coming to kind of be emotionally manipulative, or one person trying to reel you in with emotional type of stuff, and they try to get, like, I don't care what nobody say. People could try to tell you that, oh, you know, doing it is just a physical activity, and then after that, like it's not serious. They could try to just make it like it's a casual situation. Let me specify, I'm talking to the people that have a similar mindset to what I'm talking about, like people that serve the Most High, people that have him as the head of their life. Like, if you in the world, you do what you do, baby. Like, you know, if you want to receive this message, then you can receive this message. But, you know, let me move forward. Okay, because I don't want nobody in the comments, oh, I don't feel that. That's your personal business. But it doesn't change, like, the spiritual consequences for things. Okay, so this is why I feel like situationships do not work. A lot of people will try to, you know, gas people and make it seem like, oh, you know, it's okay to be casual, to not have no titles on nothing, to, you know, be with more than one person. Number one, I mean, just the whole wellness of it all, okay? If we talking about the whole wellness of it all, okay? You don't want nobody that has been with all of these other people, okay? And then it's like, if they're not committed to you, and then they with all these other people, and you don't know if these other people or that person is serving other gods other than the Most High. So it's like, okay, that person getting with you on that level, and then you taking on other spirits. Like, people be worried about them gifts that you don't want to receive, but you need to be also worried about the spiritual aspect and stuff that you don't want to receive, because people don't realize that. Like, they take on spiritual spouses, because when two get together, the two become the one. Okay, they become one. Okay, so who is that person becoming one with? Okay, like, a man, when that situation happens, his desires are being brought forth unto the woman. Okay, and you know what I'm talking about. So what type of, you gotta ask yourself this, okay? And I'm talking to the ladies at this point. Fellas, I'm talking to y'all too. I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute though. What type of women, if you in a situationship, ladies, with a guy, has that person had desires for? Was she ratchet? Was she, you know, is she clean? All of this stuff is stuff you gotta, like, what type of lifestyle? Is she profane? Is she a virtuous woman? Is she real? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of people are not together when it comes to wellness, okay? And then you got you're talking about women giving all of themselves to somebody that, no. Like, some men don't even eat correctly, okay? Some people don't even eat correctly, like the cleanliness. So that aspect alone should be like, no, sweetie, I cannot. That aspect alone. Then you talking about the spiritual implications of it, okay? Let's get into the spiritual implications. You could just, it's like, did that person ancestors, forefathers, did they, like I said, did they serve other gods? Do they do, weirdo type of time type stuff? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So where some people, they worship the Most High, and some other people, like I said, they are into doing things like worshiping other gods. So you have to worry about, not worry, because I don't want you to worry. You have to think about those things when it comes to that, okay? Because it's like, okay, you done mess with a person in a situationship, and the next thing you know, you end up in a broken state, okay? You end up, a lot of people credit used up, you're feeling emotionally drained and bogged down. You mess, okay, prime example, a woman, you mess with an unstable man, next thing you know, you unstable in a lot of different things. Like, let's say you just start to be emotionally weird and all kind. It's a lot with that. And then men, like, you got to think about what type of women that you choosing to go there with. Okay, what type of woman is that? Is it a strange one? Okay, so there's a lot to think about when it comes to situationships. Okay, like, you mess with the wrong person and it could affect a lot of stuff, like, your mental, your finances. Like, you see August, okay? August was a clear example of a soul tie and him dealing with, spiritual bondage and stuff, because he tried to get in the way of somebody else's covenant. Why do you think the Most High told you, don't covet somebody else's wife? Even old boy Will, even if he did supposedly give you permission, sir, you should have felt like that was a whole trap. I would have been like, what? This is too good to be true. This seemed like a trap. This is like a Samson and Delilah situation. This is seeming like a trap. And sure enough, he talked about how he lost money from the situation. That's some finances, honey. And then it's like the emotional aspect where he said he felt like he was going through, like, okay, so all of that is complications when you dealing with, situationships. You're dealing with the person coming with, number one, spiritual entities, okay? Like, what was they into? Okay, and then let's say you mess with that person and you take on all of what they got going on. They burdens and I'm gonna say the enemy and his minions, okay, that they got. Now it's on you because you done mess with this person. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, man. A lot of people will tell you, like, they'll say, oh, this is the new way and we don't do traditional type of stuff. Man, please. Peace is priceless. Your peace is priceless, okay? Don't let nobody lie to you and tell you that it's okay to just be into all of this, because they're not going to tell you that it comes at a cost. They're not going to tell you that it could cause, like, just emotional. Like, I was reading an article about situationships today, and it talked about, it causing stuff like, anxiety and confusion and stuff like that. And y'all know that the Most High is not the author of confusion. It's the enemy that's the author of confusion. So typically, if you are trying to get with somebody, I suggest, like, that you try to get with somebody that's going to be blunt about what they want, what they don't want, why they want it, how, and the rest of that. If the person is not saying any of those things, if you gotta ask where you stand with a person, then that person most likely is wasting your time. And that's exactly what we have seen with the whole August and Jada situation. That's what a lot of people have gone through, just because it's like they just don't be vocal in the beginning. Like, if you're not on that type of time, then say that. But don't allow somebody who is trying to play games with you to get what they want from you, and then you end up emotionally, like, you know, vulnerable and broken down and worn down because you done dealt with a person that, you know, tried to put you in that position. You need to be like, do not compute, don't know what you're talking about. That's what you need to be saying. Like, sorry. Oh, so you gotta start asking, like, you know, I would say sneaky type of questions to figure out what type of time they are on. If this is a person that's on a whim, go with the flow type of person, you know, their life is not really mapped out, you could tell that you're most likely going to be dealing with a person that's going to try to have you in a situationship. If you don't see no breaks on a person, where it's just no sign of slowing down, and then too, a lot of times, like I said, the person could have just put you in a category that they just wasn't feeling you in that way to make a relationship with you. And unfortunately, ladies, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When y'all are not around, man, men be talking real reckless. Like, they talk reckless about, you know, different types of women. Like, oh, would never wife this type of woman, but I would just, and that's it. But I feel like if you can't picture yourself being with that person, then, you know, on a serious level, I just do not suggest that you do that. I don't suggest that you go and make no covenant or no marriage, because a lot of people do not know that when the two become one, baby, that's a spiritual marriage. Okay, you gonna be dealing with stuff that person dealing with, and that person probably is gonna be dealing with stuff that you are dealing with. So it's just best to not do that, because soul ties and stuff be formed. You know, a lot of people like to, you know, keep gifts and stuff after they have situationships. Throw that stuff in the garbage, sis. Brothers, throw that stuff in the, if you and that girl ain't work out, throw that stuff in the garbage, man, so that you could get clear space. You know, I suggest after situationships also that people take time to emotionally cleanse themselves, like to get, you know, their emotional you know, cleansing and stuff like that, because those really can, I say, wreak a lot of havoc on, you know, people emotionally. Like, it was crazy when I was reading, like, that it could cause, like, you know, confusion and anxiety and stuff like that in people, trust issues in people. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, have fun, but they're not talking about, you know, the mental aspects of it and what it does to people. Like, if you're on your have fun type of time, then you need to be with somebody else that's on their having fun type of time. But oftentimes you see situationships it's from people who they have not made that agreement. It's like one person is like all in, and they're like emotionally into the person, and the other person is like not happening. Like, they've already put that wall up that they're there for the fun, and that's it. And you should not be trying to play somebody or play their feelings because you want to have a good time. That's using a person. It's not right, and you will reap what you sow. It's that clear. Okay, it's that clear. So it's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And oh, before I go, also, even if your situationship did not work out, the beautiful part about it is that you can always learn from that experience. Okay, you can learn from that, what not to do. Did you give too much of yourself to a person that was not worth it? How to avoid it, you know, for the next time, and, you know, that sort of stuff. So like I said, if you like these sort of videos, like, comment, and subscribe. You know, definitely make sure you hit your notification bell so that you don't miss out on my new videos, and I will see you all soon on the next video. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.